Since this is a little bit of a trickier pattern, like according to me, okay, it might be very easy for you guys, but it was a little bit difficult for me to understand this pattern. But now that I have come to an understanding, I want to tell you guys a little bit more detail. Now that we see the way we hold our holding chord or the bass chord, whichever you want to call, that's how the knots play out. That's what fits me. So everybody does it differently. So this is a, so they, what they do is in half hitch knot, they just this and this and this. So eventually after a lot of actually so many times doing it, I was able to get an understanding, and I want to share that understanding with you guys. So now that the, like a eye shape, or what you want to call, it's not a teardrop shape, it's like a rhombus shape, which is like very smooth, like rounded rhombus shape, you can call that, right? So there is I separate it by 3 chords on the right and 3 chords on the left. So in the left chord, the 3 chords on the left, I take the middle chord on the left and I add a 8/0 seed beat. I'm using 2 different kind of 8/0 seed beats, one that comes in this hole right here in the middle, and the one that covers, but you can use the same. Okay, so when I'm having this, so this pattern is going to go this side and then come back. So, and if you examine these 3 chords on the left, okay, the shortest chord will be this one. Okay, for now, this is the 3 feet chord, 5 feet chord, 7 feet chord. Okay, so take this chord. So this is the shortest chord, is always going to be our holding chord, no matter what. Only one time we do the knotting with that holding chord, but that will be with 2 holding chords. Okay, this one and this one right here. So these 2 will be the chords that we knot in this middle part, but that's only on one occasion. But on every single time we do, we always use the shortest chord for the holding chord. Okay, so then this is going to be my holding chord, and this, and I want this knot to come this side and then come right. So I'm going to hold my holding chord towards my left, just like that, right? So now I added the bead in this chord, so I crisscross this because I want this knot to be going this way, left. So I crisscross. The holding chord is on top and the knotting chord is underneath. I go over, under, and pull through. So if you can see now, it's aligned with the previous one. And then take one more time and then do that. So when you do this, if you can see here closely, it's already loosened up the knot. So what I do is take my pliers, right, and hold that cord right there and tighten that up and hold it with my fingers and then pull that through, right? Now this is also aligned, plus our bead is right there. So now take this cord on the left, right, this cord on the left, and add 3 seed beads. I am adding 8/0 seed beads here. You can also add crystals or whichever you want that fits here. So according to that, the look of your project will differ a little bit. For example, you can add an 8/0, a crystal, and an 8/0. It will be a little bit wider so that the pattern will change accordingly. I haven't attempted for that. I will do another bracelet like that. So here we go. So I added that bead. Now what I will do is, again, see, this is my holding cord, which is the smallest cord with me. So I take this cord which I added the beads in, put it underneath, crisscross, right? Okay, the holding cord is on top, the knotting cord is on the bottom. Then go over, under, and pull through. So when I'm holding it, I just want to straighten that knot right against where we are. So again, one more, and this time also that kind of loosens up. So take your pliers and tighten that up, hold it with your finger right there, and then there we go. See how nicely it's done. See how uniformly it does come like this, right? So that's what we want. Now we take the 3 cords that we worked on the left side and keep it on the left. See, I did a mistake. This is not the cord. It's very important that you have the cords sorted out. Now we come back to the right. Take the middle cord in the right and add a seed bead. This one is an 8 seed bead. Add it to that, but this is not the shortest cord. The shortest cord is this one right here. Okay, so you bring this cord with the bead underneath the holding cord, crisscross pattern, then go on top and under, right? And then push that knot right there. Then go one more time, top and under, and push that knot right there. Okay, so now this cord right here takes 3 seed beads, 8 seed beads in a Picasso blue color. So whenever you put your seed beads, make sure you prepare the ends for it, because it will be narrow, as you can see. Oops, I have dumped a lot of seed beads and I'm very angry with myself because I'm not able to find it on the carpet. And these are Picasso seed beads, and that too my favorite color. So I have bought 3 or 4 colors. It was there in Hobby Lobby, so I was so happy to get it. And it was this blue Picasso finish, which I couldn't find in 6.0, but the tan color was available in was available in all sizes, like 6.0, 8.0 and 11.0. But this blue I could get only 8.0 and 11.0. I didn't get 6.0, but I really love this color. So I crisscross it with the beads, because this one is the shortest cord and the one that is with the beads that I added is the longest cord. So I go over that and under and pull through, right? And then the knot should align right there. Then over, under, and pull through. See how nicely the V is formed. Now take all the cords and separate like that. So now I want to take only the middle 2 cords and add my 6 seed beads. See this? So I just pull it apart, so it just gives that a nice feeling, and plus these 2 cords are not tangled in the middle. Take these 2 cords and add our 6 seed beads to it, to both the cords right there, and bring it all the way up right there. Right now, as you can see, it has come like this and it has to come like this, right? So now we have to change our direction of holding. So you examine these 2 cords. There is 2 cords on the side. This is the shortest one, which is here, but I want this pattern to come this side, so I hold my holding cord this side, and then I go underneath, over, and pull through, just like so. This will make sure, okay, I did something wrong. As you can see, if it is, you will see clearly if you make a mistake. So here we go. So the holding cord, yes, the holding cord should come like this, right? It should go like this. I hold it like this because it has to come, the curve has to come this side. Can you see that? How nicely it is. And then again one more time. Don't worry about the rest of the cords right now, which is underneath, but just focus on these two cords in hand. And as you can see, the curve is formed, right? Now take this cord, and which is with the seed bead, one of the cord which is on the left side, and again crisscross it, over, under, and pull through, right? Over, under, and pull through. So now we are done with the 3 cords on the left. Now we'll come back to the right. So we have to come this way. So we need to work with these 2 cords on the outside, and find the small cord, and you bring it on this side. So you're crisscrossing it anyways. You go over, under, and pull through, right? Over, under, and pull through. See how it's coming? Now take the cord on this side with the 6 seed bead, over, under, and pull through, right? Over, under, and pull through. Now we are done with the 2 cords and sections of the cords on the right and left. Now we have to unite these center cord. So always the left goes underneath, and with the left only we are going to make the knot. So left go underneath, right goes on top, crisscross, go over, make sure it's nice and tight, and one more time. See, it gets loose, so I come in with my pliers and tighten that up nicely, hold it with my fingers and pull this tight. So see how nicely it's done. This is how it's done. This is my understanding, and I feel comfortable with this. Alicia says under and over, you go underneath and go up and pull through, and over and go up and pull through, and that was a little bit tough for me. So this is what I come up with, and then this is what is comfortable for me to do it. So I do it this way, and I'm showing you guys this way. Thanks. I will continue doing more, and I'll come back when we are done and we are about to finish the bracelet. Hi friends, welcome back. I finished this color, but I'll show you guys how to finish in this color. I thought a lighter color is a much better option on the screen. That's why I went ahead and finished this. And as you can see here, this is how I finished. And I really like the way it turned out to be. And I added all these beads as dangles here. And it fits me perfectly as well. So I have a 7-inch wrist, so this fits perfectly for me. But I kept the bracelet on my wrist, and I saw how long it is and stuff like that. But let me measure for you guys exactly how much this is, so that you will have an idea. I don't know, my kids always take my ruler out. So let me bring this. Right. So from the button, it's actually 7.5 inch exactly, right? And then this dangle doesn't count, so 7.5 inch, and that fits perfectly for me. So let's see how to finish this. It's pretty easy to finish this. So I am counting this. I need to make one more. Let's do this. I have added the 6 seed bead in the middle, right? Now separate these into the right and the left section. Okay. This is the holding cord or base cord. I take that and bring it to this position. Take the other cord and then go ahead and do our knots. Now it's turned. So got pretty a bad cut, and I cut my nails too, so that's why this is like this. And excuse me, it's an injured finger now. And then I'm doing it with the cord which has the seed bead. And now I'm done. Let me just secure this because it's moving all over the place. There we go. This is the shortest cord, and I bring it towards my left, go on top, underneath, pull through, go on top, underneath, and pull through. Take the next cord, go on top, underneath, and pull through, and go on top, underneath, and pull through. Right? Just tighten everything up. Now we have the center two cords. I will zoom in a little bit more for you guys to see. There we go. So again, left cord underneath, go over, under and pull through, go over, under and pull through. So now again, these three cords, take the left middle cord, and I'm using this iris rainbow metallic 8 seed beads here in this sample. I go crisscross. Okay, the holding cord is on top and the knotting cord is on the bottom. Then I do two half-inch knots, and then this cord on the left, take it. I'm adding this nice peacock blue color, blue colors 8 seed beads here. These are, I think, Toho, I believe. Two and three. Move it to the side. Right, again, crisscross. The holding cord is on top. Go over, under, and pull through. Over, under, and pull through. Before pulling through, make sure the other one is nice and tight, and then pull that through. So we are done with these three cords. Leave it on the side. Take the middle cord from the 3 cord section on the right and add a seed bead to it. Okay, again crisscross. The holding cord is on the top, and then we will do 2 half-hitch knot. Right, and take the outermost cord and add 3 of the 8 of seed beads in the second color. So this is the predominant color that you will see. So whichever color you wanted it to be shown most, you will use it for the outer layer. And the seed bead, the iris, purple iris or rainbow iris, I think, whichever that one is not seen much. So you choose your colors wisely. That way your work will look pretty. If you're not able to pick it through, use your pliers to do that job. There we go. Drop it down to our work again. Crisscross underneath. The holding cord is always on the top, right? Adjust that one, hold it, then pull this one as well. Now that's tight. So these are the center 2 cords. I'm just going to separate that apart a little bit. Now take these center cords, 2 cords, and add a 6 of seed bead on top of this. Okay, and add it to the center right here. Now this is my holding cord. I bring it to the side, take my cord and do a half-hitch knot, one more, and leave it. We are not doing it with this cord because we are going to finish this, remember? So now take this also to 2 half-hitch knots. There we go. So now what you do is take all these 4 cords, right, and keep it right there. We are going to do a square knot, considering all 4 cords as a base cord and these 2 on the as the knotting cord. You do your Q nicely. Actually, I'm going to do P first. See how it sits? It doesn't look very pretty. It is just a preference. You can do your Q or P, whichever you want to do first, but I like to do whichever looks good. That side we will start, right? Keep it. It's a square knot, regular macrame square knots, and see how it looks. Yeah, this looks good to me. And then now I will do my Q. Then again a P. So 2 square knots is all I'm doing. 1 and 2. Again I will check one more time. Did I do the right number, yes. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna change my board to naughty do it all. Excuse me, because it'll be much more easier for me to do it here. Let me show you guys what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take my bracelet and put it like there, right there, and separate these cords. Okay, so first I'll show you guys separated. So I just wanted to separate. I will just zoom in a bit, right? I'll separate these cords. Okay, so 3 on this side and 3 on this side, how we usually do. So I'm just going to take this and insert it right here and leave this 3 on the side. Take this 3, take the outer cord towards my right and secure these 2 cords. Okay, take this over, under and pull through. Under, over and pull through. These are lock's head knots, right? So I'm going to put the lock's head knot, couple of lock's head knots here, over, under, pull through, under, over, pull through. It is lock's head knot. This is the part we are working right now. See, I did the 2 square knots and separated the wires, and I'm doing lock's head knot on the side. Then I will bring back to the square knots, right? This side is the one we are doing right now. So over, under and pull through, under, over and pull through. Like this, you need to do the length as much as your button size, right? This number of knots depends solely upon how big your button is. That sample right there with the Picasso beads has a smaller button, and this silver button is a little bit bigger, so I need to do more of these knots than that one. And as I said, it totally depends upon the size of your button. As you guys can see, my button, these 2 buttons, they are of different size. This one is much bigger. So I think this should be good enough for this button is what I'm thinking. Okay, now So keep it on that side. So that side I started with over and under, and this side I will start with under and over. So for a seamless effect going on, that's why we need this. That side started with over and under, this side I will start with under and over. And see, I did a mistake. You can see it immediately. The knots were proper here, the knots were not. To the over and under. That's right. Over see, I want to add one more here. Can you see the difference? There's a little bit of a gap. So I will just add one more and then keep. And this side I finish it with over and under. This side under and over. It's just a preference, as you can see. Now I will take off all of these cords. These two cords in the middle, I take it and keep it, secure it to my pin. Okay, and these two cords I take it with my hand. Not really, actually. I'm gonna secure all of these four cords together. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this one and do actually, see how it is, there is no continuation, so I'm doing a Q here. So just a preference of how you feel that the knot is continuous. See, if I do the Q, then only this bump comes out continuously. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter really, it's not a big deal, but if you want it, you can do so. And so 2 square knots after this. Now is the moment of truth. My button needs to go in and it should not be big. Oh, it's a little bit big, so I will just reduce the number of knots here, and then I'll come back because I don't want it to be big. I removed the knots and redid it, and this is what we have so far. And I'm going to tie an overhand knot with all of these cords, all of the 6 cords that we have here, and tie an overhand knot. Gently bring that knot right next So it's really quite not that nice. Tighten that knot. Now it has come out nicely, and then pull every individual cord tight. That way everything is nice and tight. You can actually cut it and then call it a day, but you can also embellish. Since we have this much cord left, we can embellish with our beads. So take every single cord. In this sample I have added three of the 2 8 seed beads lines, 2 of those and 2 of the ones which has 6 seed beads and the 8 seed beads. You can just add just 1 bead or 2 beads or whichever you have available. You can do so. It's totally up to you. It doesn't go in, then all you need to do is melt the end, then it will go. You can also leave it long as a long cord since you have it. So I can tie a knot really leaving like this much. Also is good. It'll be like a tassel, end of the tassel, but I don't know. I'm not comfortable leaving that distance. I think the one that I did there, I really liked it. But it's totally up to you. If you have a longer cord, why not, right? And then our blue 8-os. These containers are very helpful when you're doing projects like this, and these are expensive beads anyways. These are Toho, Mayuki, all branded ones, so we don't want to waste it. Right, so now you have made one knot. I want all the knots to be in the same distance as that, so I just hold it right here. You can also hold a bead awl or a tweezer so that everything comes in the same line. I'll finish adding this tassel, making the knots, and come back. So I did knot it. It is pretty much the same height, and I cut it and leaving a little bit of it there. So all you need to do here is take your handy dandy lighter and melt that. So that it doesn't fray. That lighter is of no use. There you go. Use it in a well ventilated environment. At the end of the day, these are plastic that's melting, so just be watchful of that. That's it. Our bracelet is done. As you can see, it should fit perfectly, and we have 2 beautiful bracelets in a completely different color tone, right? This has golden button, and this has a silver button, slightly bigger one, and it has a completely different look. Both looks amazingly pretty. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos almost every day. It comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day and bye.